Good evening, everyone. Today we turn our attention to a high-stakes diplomatic standoff. U.S. President Donald Trump says his talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin just don't go anywhere. At the same time, the United States is rolling out fresh sanctions aimed at Russia's energy sector. What's really behind this shift? Let's dive in.
On 22 October 2025, President Trump told reporters, "Every time I speak with Vladimir, I have good conversations, and then they don't go anywhere. They just don't go anywhere." Earlier, he canceled a planned summit with Putin, saying, "It just didn't feel right to me. We weren't going to get to the place we have to get." So the message is clear. The personal rapport or handshake moments are not translating into concrete outcomes.
On the very same day as his remarks, the U.S. Treasury slapped sanctions on Russia's two largest oil firms, Rosneft and Lukoil, targeting their exports, freezing U.S. assets, and blocking U.S. persons from business ties. The justification? Russia's continued war in Ukraine and what Washington calls a lack of serious commitment to peace talks. In other words, diplomatic patience is wearing thin. The sanctions mark a shift. Although Trump had previously held back heavy measures, now the threat appears real.
Analysts say the core problem is this: while Trump comes to the table ready to talk, Putin isn't budging, and the underlying war dynamics stay unchanged. For example, after the August meeting in Alaska between Trump and Putin, experts observed, "We didn't get there." The stakes are high. If Russia continues the war without serious negotiation, the U.S. believes economic pressure is its key lever. Trump is warned of an economic war if Putin refuses to cooperate. For Russia, the sanctions hit a critical sector, energy, which funds its war machine. For the U.S. and its allies, the challenge is to force a breakthrough without escalating into full conflict. So what's next? The cancellation of the summit with Putin signals that the U.S. isn't willing to meet just for optics. The sanctions are a preemptive move in case diplomacy fails. But diplomacy isn't dead. Trump left the door open. Future talks remain possible, but only if progress can be made. The message from Washington is unmistakable. Goodwill and conversation can only carry you so far. If there's no movement, leverage will be used. Every time I speak with Vladimir, they just don't go anywhere. That's not just frustration talking, it's a warning. And that's exactly why the world is watching what comes next.